Is this thing on? Mm. Ah, there we go. Hello. Hi. It's good to see you all. So, as you can see. Huh? Wait. Wait a minute. This is the wrong universe. Hold on. Hi. So, as you could probably tell from the title, it has been 5 years since I joined YouTube as Faith. And I wanted to come on and say thank you to all of you. I literally wouldn't be where I am without you guys. I don't know what to say. I need to stop moving. I'm unfocusing the camera. I want to thank you all very, very much. It has been a very amazing 5 years. And it's just so crazy to me. Because when I started posting, I was posting for me. I wasn't posting for anybody else. I wanted to make videos for myself. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make these stories. I love gacha videos. So I'm going to start making my own, and I'm going to make these stories, and I'm going to post them. And if nobody else watches them, then whatever. They are going to be just for me, and if other people happen to like them, then that's great. Sorry, my thing is. I started I started this channel 5 years ago, and I started with A Best Friend's Love. I know that series is not as popular as the others, but it is my first one, and I still love it to this day. Obviously, more recently, within the last couple of years, I remade it, so it is not the same exact original story, but I was, how old was I? 16? Ugh. 16, almost 17, 5 years ago. Or 7. Math. Anyway, I was younger, and I was trying out this new thing for the very first time. And it made me happy. But I had no idea what I was doing. Literally, if you go back and watch the first part of A Best Friend's Love, the original, that first scene, if I remember correctly, that first scene in A Best Friend's Love, the original, was made using the Gacha Life editor studio thing. Their weird, not studio, but their video maker thing. Whatever that was, I don't even remember anymore. I made the first scene with that. And then I was like, how do people do this? This is so annoying. And I looked it up, and that's how I learned everything, is just by looking it up and teaching myself. Like, I didn't have anybody else's help. I'm not a social person at all. So I couldn't reach out to other creators and being like, hey, could you help me set this up? I mean, I was a nobody. So, of course, I wouldn't ask people for help. So, yeah. I started with absolutely no idea what I was doing. And you can tell, and those old videos are so bad. They don't make, the story doesn't make me cringe, the editing does. Like, so bad. So bad. If you haven't seen it, a couple years ago, I did pretty long videos of like a 48-minute long video or something, where I react to part 2 of Gang Leader's Tutor, with, and I hadn't watched it in like 6 months to a year, so I was rewatching it and I did it as a video, if you guys didn't see that. And I was cringing the entire time at how bad the editing was. And I can't believe that the person that made that is now 5 years in and almost at 50,000 subscribers. Can you believe that? I can't believe it. I can't believe how many people have stayed. Like, I know that people have come and gone. I get constant videos of people being like, I watched this when I was a little kid. Dude, it was 5 years ago, you're still a little kid. Not necessarily. But no, people would comment on, like, My Tall Vampire Wolf saying, this was my childhood. I'm like, you're still in your childhood, dude. If it was 5 years ago, and you were, say you're 18 now, it was when you were 13, you're still in your childhood. You're still young. It's not like it was 20 years ago. But most of those people that make those comments, I'm sure, are probably 8 years old. But it's not a bad comment. I just think it's so funny. I'm like, anyway. I am almost at 50,000 subscribers, and I cannot believe it. Especially after my really long year of being bad at motivation. I want to thank you all for your support during that time. I fell off the wagon a little bit. I just didn't have any motivation to work on videos. My family had started doing a new job at that time, and we were working every single day, and we were getting used to that, and I just didn't have any motivation. I was volunteering at my little brother's elementary school, and I just didn't have motivation to work on videos. I had no energy to do it. I could not find the passion anymore. And it bummed me out, because I love making videos, and when I did make a video, I still loved doing it. I just couldn't get myself to do it as often as I used to. And that was from like August to December that year, 2022. August to December of 2022. I just had no motivation. And then January came around. The new year came around, and I was hoping to get back into it, but that's when we learned that my grandpa was not doing well. Within that early beginning of the year time is when we found out my grandpa was not doing well. And it progressed very quickly. He had cancer for a very long time. We just didn't know. And so by the time it was caught, it was too late. And as a lot of you know, my grandpa died in March of 2023. And that absolutely killed any new motivation that I had. I was starting to hopefully get back into the rhythm, and then that happened, and I just needed time. I think most of you understand. But a lot of you were super, super supportive. And that meant so much to me. I can't express enough how much I appreciate you guys for being patient. And I know I'm not consistent right now. I haven't been consistent for many years. But I still am trying to work on videos. I've got many ideas. I just need to get to it and actually do them. But you guys have kept me going. I want to shout out everybody in my Discord server. They are awesome. They help motivate me in ways that I didn't think were possible. And my Discord server is pretty dead most of the time. If you go in there, it is pretty dead. And I don't really feel bad about it. Like, people complain sometimes, but I'm just not a social person. I'm not going to type out a message and put it out for just a casual message for, like, I think 100 people to see. I don't know if all of those people are technically still in the group or are still active, but there are like 100 people in my Discord server right now. And I'm just not that type of person that will casually just talk to people or whatever. Sometimes I get myself to do it, and I am always happy to welcome new people and talk if people want to talk. I just am not going to go out of my way to talk first. And that's just the kind of person I am. But I really appreciate the people on my server that do that, that do reach out and just talk about mundane things or get excited for videos and stuff. And that brings me so much joy, being able to see the reactions to that, see the impact my videos have on people. And I just appreciate you guys a lot. And sorry, I'm trying to get my words. I care about you guys, and I am so happy you guys have been on this journey with me. No matter if you've been here for 5 years or 2 days, I am very, very appreciative of you guys. I mean, it's just the community we've built is so incredible. I have received lots of fan art, lots of edits, people making videos about my characters and stuff, and I love those so much. I want you guys to know that I love those, and you guys can feel free to make things like that. I just want to be tagged so I can see it. Also, give me credit if you use my characters. But the new community thing on YouTube, I don't know exactly how it works, but I'm hoping that people will start using that. I would love to see your guys' fan art or creations, even if you just want to share like your videos and stuff with me. I will happily watch them, and I will happily give feedback. And so, with that, I also want to thank my family. When I first started YouTube, I didn't tell anybody. I was like, it's whatever. I don't need to. I was like, I don't really want to mention it to anybody. It's really just my thing. So, I didn't tell anybody for a while. And then, I think when I reached 100 subscribers, maybe more. No, I didn't get 100 subscribers until later. Probably a month after I posted that A Best Friend's Love, I told my brother, I think. Just talked to him about it. And then after that, I slowly, told my cousins. I'm very close with my cousins, if you have not seen some of the videos I've done in the past with them. And I think those were the first 4 people I told after a few months. Like a month to 3 months, probably. And it was just a chill thing. I just told them about it, and they're like, oh, cool, and stuff. And I talked to them about it a little bit. Kind of talked out my ideas and stuff. My cousins and I helped me with a lot of things. And so I didn't tell anybody else for a very long time. Not a very long time. If you guys do not know, for those who were not around at that time or joined after it happened, I had 100 subscribers the first 6. I got up to 100 subscribers after 6 months, maybe. I did not have very many subscribers, but I was still happy with them. I was very excited. I thought 100 was crazy. I thought I'd get maybe 5, not 100. So I was like, okay, this is cool, whatever. And then I remember the day very vividly. I had been working on my Tall Vampire Wolves for a while. And I was like, oh, part 1's done. I was gonna wait until I finished part 2, but I've only got 100 subscribers, so they can wait a little while. It's not like people are gonna demand to get part 2 immediately. So it'll be fine. I'll just work on part 2 later when I'm ready to work on it. And so I took part 1 and I posted it on I set up the post on New Year's Eve, but it went up on New Year's Day. I remember waking up on New Year's Day and seeing I had 99 plus comments on my YouTube Studio app. I had never gotten more than probably 6 comments at that point in time. I was like, what the crap? So I looked at my phone, and I had probably gained 4,000 subscribers overnight. I had over 100 comments already on that video. And I was like, what the heck happened? What? And obviously, a lot of you probably know it was a very controversial video. A lot of people found it because of a Reddit post on the Gotcha Cringe subreddit. A couple people pointed it out, and I actually went on to the subreddit and commented saying thanks for the views. Because I was like, whatever, if you think it's cringe, then whatever. But, it blew up very, very quickly. I had 4,000 subscribers. Well, I had 100 subscribers. And then I had about 4,000. And the next time I checked, I had about 7,000. And by the time a few days, probably January 3rd or 4th, I went and told my mom about my YouTube channel because it was blowing up and I was getting a lot of comments and some hate and there was a lot of things going on, and I was overwhelmed, so I told my mom about it. And she was super, super proud of me. She thought it was absolutely crazy. She is a writer herself, and she has never, she's always said that I could never post it for other people to see. That's why she hasn't written a book, even though me and my dad tried to convince her. But she was super proud of me and was super excited for me. And 1 or 2 days, that was when I had 4,000 subscribers. 1 or 2 days later, I told my dad, and I had 11,000 subscribers at that point. And he was so, so excited. He was like, that's awesome. And for years after that, anytime we went out in public, he had to mention I had a YouTube channel that had over 10,000 subscribers. And I live in a small town, so people thought that was cool. But my dad had to tell every single person he knew that I had a YouTube channel with however many subscribers. It was very embarrassing. I can tell you that much. But, I mean, he was proud of me, and it made me happy. I just didn't like the social attention, but I just stood there and glared at him every time he mentioned it. And so I want to thank my family for being very supportive and for encouraging me. The My Tall Vampire Rules Part 3 in Riley's coffin, that was my mom's idea. So you guys can thank her for that. Anyway, they have been there for me the entire time, almost the entire time, and have encouraged me so much. And my cousins have helped me with ideas and stuff. A lot of your favorite characters have been named by my family members. Peyton and Leo and Peyton, Leo for sure. A lot of the other characters have been named by them too. A lot of the A Best Friends Love children were named by family members. I think every single one was named by a different family member. So for some of those characters' names, you can thank them. I definitely do. And I can't believe how much my channel has grown. I know a lot of you started with My Tall Vampire Wolves. And I am very grateful for you guys. And I'm very grateful that you guys stuck around even though I didn't do a lot with that series. It wasn't supposed to be very long. It was supposed to be 2 parts, and that was it. That was all. That was what was gonna happen. But you guys loved it a lot, which is annoying. No, I'm glad you guys loved it. I just don't like the incessant nagging that I get for making more. But I am still very grateful for all of those people. 3 million people that watched that video. I believe it was. I'm 90% sure it's 3 million people that have a little over 3 million now, probably. But not 4 million yet. Anyway, again, thank you to all of you guys, and thank you to my family. And I am so grateful for you guys being here. And I can't wait to see where we go from here. Like, I can't believe it's been half a decade that I've been doing this. It's crazy to me. But to move on now a little bit, this is getting long. I did not expect it to be so long. I want to talk about the future. So, I do plan on working more. I'm trying to get myself motivated to work on videos more. I have 17 different phones to work from. Not really that many, but I do have a separate phone, a work phone for videos specifically. So hopefully that will help me kind of balance normal life and working and stuff. And from and as you know, with the Gang Leaders Tutor, I've switched gears a little bit. The original main characters are no longer going to be the main focus. They will still be part of it, obviously, and they will still be a focus, but not the main focus. Now we're moving on to their kids, and I'm very excited. I have lots of plans, and I think you all are going to be very mad at me very soon. So, I'm very excited to get to working on that. I hope, I really, really, really. Microphone down. Hold on. Ooh, that probably doesn't sound great. Okay, back. Got it back. Anyway. I'm really, 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 really hoping to be able to finally put out the What If series. It's got a lot of work to do still. I had the first episode made, but I think I'm going to remake it, which is going to be some work, but I will do it because, my style has changed. I made that video probably 2 years ago at this point. And my style, it has changed a lot. And it's just not... I want it to be more current. Especially since, even though I have been working on it for 3 years or something like that. So, I'm probably going to remake that. And instead of 10 episodes, it's going to be 5 episodes. I don't know if I ever announced how many episodes it was going to be. But it was originally going to be 10, but now it's only going to be 5. Because I'm going to focus on the Gang Leaders Tutor half of it, not the A Best Friends Love half of it. So, the What If series is 5 episodes long, and it is going to be narrated by myself and my 4 cousins. They are going to be narrators for each episode. And as some of you have seen from my video where the cast react to different AUs of certain people, there have been some spoilers for those AUs that will be in the series. So I'm very excited for that, and I really, really hope I can put it out this year. I am hoping. I need to kidnap and drag my cousins over here so they can record voice lines for me. So that is that. And then I have also gotten an idea for a very cool project I want to work on in the future. It is definitely going to be a longer project. So I am hoping to start working on that soon as well. I'm not going to spoil too much of it because it is going to be a surprise. Yeah. That is some of the stuff for the future. I do plan on hopefully making more movies and stuff. I enjoy making movies still, and I want to keep making more. I do have characters ready, I just haven't worked on the movies yet. So I'm excited to work on those and see what the future will bring. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was longer than I meant. 30 minutes? Oh my goodness. This is gonna take 7 years to upload. Okay. This was longer than I meant, but I am very much okay with it because I want you to understand the gratitude I have for you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. I know I've said that 17 times, but I need to keep saying it. And so, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is so weird to say. I'm so glad that you guys can find my content enjoyable, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Have a good day/night. Bye. Only I can make a change, slowly take a step today. I will never be the same, 'cause that's what it takes.